To Pretoria now, where thousands of students are expected to march on the union buildings today to call for free tertiary education. The Tshwane Metro Police Department has warned motorists and the public to be aware of the march taking place. Metro Police spokesperson Isaac Mahamba says the march is expected to proceed from Church Square and end at the union buildings. He says the students were not given permission to march. So let's get an update now on the situation there. Our reporter spokesperson is covering this for us. Sipo, very good afternoon to you. No approval for this march, but they've still gathered. What are the numbers like?
Good afternoon to you and our viewers at home. Well, the numbers have improved since we reported in the morning. I would say that it has reached over 1,000 people who have come in to join here. Now, it's important to stress that it's not only the students, but we've also have civil society members that have come through. We also have some school pupils who have also come through to join the protest for free education here in Pretoria. And I'm just going to move out of my camera here, out of the way, to just show you what's happening right now. What's happening there, they're supposed to be handing over a memorandum of demands to a government official that was supposed to come and accept that list of demands that the students have. But however, the students are now unhappy with the treatment, and now they've called their leaders to pull out of that situation of handing over the memorandum of demands. So we're still not sure what's going to happen now. They are no longer handing it over, and they are still just planning and announcing. But so far, it has been a largely peaceful protest with heavy police presence. There's a number of nyalas here, but with me, I've got a student leader here from TUT. Just talk to us briefly about what does that list of demands contain.
Our demands are very clear. First of all, our demands speak onto the release of our student leaders, all those that are detained across the country. We are saying they must be released with immediate effect. Number two is the obvious one, is the call for free and quality education. Number three is that all security personnel, all bouncers, all police officers must be removed from our campuses because they make it difficult for us to study, they make it difficult for us to learn. Those are our demands, and they are very clear.
What is going to happen if your demands are not met? So far, the call for free education has been met with resistance by government, saying that they can only provide education for the poor, and they believe that NSFAS is doing that. So if it's not met, this list of demands, what's going to happen?
Ours is that we are going to continue and continue. We are going to intensify the struggle as we continue. If our demands are not met, well, of course, we can only continue. We are not going to escalate matters to violence, as comrades have been preaching. We don't believe in that. We believe in constructive engagement. We are saying government must come to the table and they must engage with us, because this NSFAS rhetoric that they are throwing to us does not really work, because in any case, NSFAS does not necessarily accommodate the majority of us. The majority are still left outside of NSFAS. So NSFAS cannot be an issue that speaks to address this issue. Ours is free quality education. Education doors must be open for everyone, irrespective of NSFAS or not.
All right, now talk to us about, I mentioned earlier that this has been a relatively peaceful protest. Now, was this a plan by you students to say, today we are going to follow the rules, as it were?
Yes, today we took it upon ourselves to sit down and say, comrades, you know what, today we are not going to give the police an excuse to shoot at us, because every time they're always waiting for that moment to shoot at us. So today we said, you know what, comrades, today we're not going to escalate matters, we're not going to give them an excuse to.
All right, so today you've decided that you're going to be very peaceful, and indeed it's been a peaceful protest by the students. They marched to the union buildings. It is still unfolding, it's still underway. There will be a memorandum handed over, so we'll bring you all of that as it happens, and when they eventually do hand over that memorandum. It's now back to you in studio.
Sipo, thank you very much. Spokesperson live from the union buildings in Pretoria. We'll